Hello everyone, Billy from Puck Rivals here to bring you another video in the Top 5 Prospects series, this time covering one of the very best prospect pools around the league. As per request, it's the Ottawa Senators. The Sens just had 3 first-round picks in the 2020 draft, adding even more talent to an already deep pool, including a 3rd overall selection. In order to be eligible for this list, a player must be under 24 years of age and not played 25 games in a single NHL season. Be sure to leave a comment with your top 5 Senators prospects, and with that, let's get going on this. So let's first take a peek at the prospect graduates of the Senators. This is a pretty short list containing just 2 players, Erik Brannstrom and Filip Chlapik. Both of them last season surpassed the 25 game threshold in the NHL, deeming them ineligible for this video and any prospect videos going forward. Alright, now beginning with the Senators' 5th ranked prospect, we have Alex Formenton. He's actually had a cup of coffee in the NHL, playing 10 total games. However, none of those came from last season. Last season was actually his first year of playing pro, after having a very solid career with London in the OHL. And so far his pro career has been solid too. He played with Belleville in the AHL, putting up 53 points in 61 games, and finishing 2nd on the team with 27 goals. Formenton is known for his blazing speed and skating ability. It's high end. Combine that with his good scoring touch, and Formenton makes for a very solid scoring prospect for the Sens. He could become a middle 6 scoring winger that could move up or down the lineup wherever he's needed. Next up at number 4, we've got the Sens' 4th rounder from 2017 in Drake Batherson. After spending the last 2 seasons ripping up the AHL, it's pretty likely that Batherson makes the Sens roster heading into next year. Last year, Batherson ranked 3rd in the AHL in points per game with 1.24 and finished with 54 points in 44 games. He also managed to get into 23 games with Ottawa, almost going half a point per game there, and almost making himself ineligible for this list. His development seems to be getting better every year now, so he could definitely crack the Sens lineup full-time next season. He is an offensive player that can both make plays and finish them. He profiles as a creative top 6 winger or center down the line for the Senators and is a key piece for their rebuild. In the number 3 spot is the Senators' 5th overall selection from 2020 in Jake Sanderson. Sanderson is an outstanding skater that also plays a steady 2-way game, can make great outlets, and isn't afraid to play with some aggression. I've seen a lot of people say his biggest comparable is Ryan Suter. He was the first defenseman taken in the 2020 draft, so you know there's a ton of talent there. The way Sanderson plays, he is a safe pick to make it at the NHL level, but he has the tools to have a pretty good ceiling on top of that. He didn't post the biggest numbers with the USN TDP this year, but it was a weaker year for the program, and Sanderson's strengths aren't necessarily his offensive skills. He will be the shutdown guy for this team and be a key piece on their blue line. Coming in at number 2 is the key prospect the Senators got back in the Erik Karlsson trade. It's Josh Norris. Norris was selected in the 1st round by the Sharks in 2017 and just completed his 1st season as a pro player, and he's seen his value skyrocket after that 1st season. Josh put up a very good stat line for Belleville, with 31 goals and 61 points, leading the team in both of those categories. Norris is a player that is not amazing or outstanding at any one thing, but he is good at basically every aspect of the game. He is a very well-rounded player. He can score, he can play defense, kill penalties, play on the power play, etc. Norris will be a key piece down the middle for the Sens for years to come, and I'd bet you'll see a lot more of him at the NHL level once the season is able to start up again. He could become a legit, well-rounded second-line center that can do it all. And lastly, Ottawa's number 1 prospect is the guy they just selected 3rd overall, the German Tim Stützle. Many scouts had Stützle ranked 2nd for the 2020 draft, so obviously this is a great pick for Ottawa. Stützle is an extremely skilled forward that can put everything together. His top-tier skating, his silky smooth hands, and his incredible hockey IQ. He is able to make plays and see them develop at top speed, something not many people are able to do. He is also versatile in the sense that he's able to play and be impactful, whether he plays down the middle or on the wing. Last season, Stützle played in the DEL, Germany's top flight league, and was one of his team's best players as a teenager. He racked up 34 points in 41 games, while also having a very good World Juniors tournament, which is where people really started to notice him. In Stützle, the Senators have a potential first-line player who will be a point producer and drive their offense for years to come. He did break his arm in training with Mannheim not too long ago, and will be out for quite some time. He should be ready to go should the NHL start January 1st, however. The Senators have a very deep prospect pool, so there are definitely going to be players left out that could easily make other teams' top 5. The 3 honorable mentions that just missed the cut for this list are 2018 first-rounder Jacob Bernard Docker, 2016 first-rounder Logan Brown, and 2020 first-rounder Ridley Greig. All are still good prospects, but fell victim to a deep pool. Overall, the Senators easily have a top 3 prospect pool. The Sens were able to nab 2 prospects within the top 5 of the 2020 draft, who became the first and third ranked prospects on this list. A lot of these guys I could see getting enough games with Ottawa next year, taking them off the list for 2021. And that's due to the Sens taking their time with their prospects, and letting them develop into NHL-ready players, as they should. Ottawa has a very bright future ahead of them with the quality and quantity of young players that they possess. I'd be on the lookout for them to really start making some noise within the next few years. Let us know in the comments what you think of these rankings and which team you'd like to see us do next, as we've turned this into an off-season series. You can see the rest of the videos in this series in the playlist in the description below. If you enjoyed this video and love hockey like us, then don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. This has been Billy from Puck Rivals, and I'll see you in the next video.